We could not back it up the driveway, and we could not get it turned around. We had issues.
MIDWEEK update.
That song was different. Was it different?
It was different. So a new song this week, also from our friend Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Who he's just cranking out the tunes for us.
So creative. I did not know.
Yeah, I had no idea that Kevin played around this much with music. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I think we're going to be using a little bit more of his music in some of our regular videos as well, because he creates some nice backdrop music.
I think so. Yeah.
So super excited. Thank you, Kevin, so much. Keep them coming. As you keep them coming, we'll keep using them. So
yep.
He's so kind to let us do that. Another week, Patty.
I know.
Flying by.
I know. It's like it almost feels like things are just speeding up, ramping up. Like at school, we're starting to already think about, because you have to, if you're going to do like Christmas parties with kids, or what you're going to do with decorating. And we always do a deck the door kind of thing at school through student council. And so you decorate your classroom door. And I'm kind of being lazy along with my girlfriends, because we're the retirement row, remember? So we found some door kind of covers that you can get like off Amazon. And so we all got one of those, except the young girl on our team. She wants to be the overachiever. But Patrick helped me come up with a really cool idea. The kids and I recorded on Friday with my phone. We recorded a little message, because we're going to make a QR code where folks have to use their phone. It's going to look like a card on my door, and they click the QR code, and we have a message wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we sing a little ditty. The kids were great. I prompted them earlier in the week, and I wasn't sure if they were going to be into it. You never know. Yeah. And some of them dressed up. They brought in their holiday hats and shirts and things, and we actually changed into our costumes. They're like, "Do we have a costume change?" I'm like, "Sure." But it was fun. And so that's part of it, and we're working on other things just to get holiday-ish, I guess. It's just coming up fast.
Yeah, I think it's a really creative idea, and your little video is so cute of you guys. So
the only thing I felt bad about, I didn't realize, is I was blocking.
Yeah, Patty was standing right in front of one of her students. Poor kid had to pop out from the side.
Because we practiced, and I knew I was going to come in on the side after I did the little intro, and I thought I was off to the side, but I guess I went in a little too far.
Yeah, it's still cute. So.
Oh well, I told my girlfriend, she's like, "What? I thought we were just doing door covers." And I'm like, "Well, I got an idea." She's like, "Well, you go."
Patty, I slept a lot better last night.
I know you did.
And the night before and the night before. And it's because last weekend,
that trailer,
that if you remember, we could not back it up the driveway, and we could not get it turned around. We had issues.
We didn't have a lot of snow, but it was enough to make it an issue.
Right.
Getting that thing up this driveway.
So our snow melted.
Thank goodness.
And
yesterday morning was our opportunity to do something.
Yeah. Initially, we were going to try to back it into the front yard.
Right. We tried. We were really patient. We took our time trying to get lined up and get it going like a million forwards and backwards. But we just came to the conclusion there's just not enough room with the truck to turn it.
I was going to end up back over in those stumps. And so I said to Patty, I go, let's just try backing it all the way down the driveway, out into the road, and then we'll back it up. Because we knew we had backed it up
we could do that
in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, this one has become a great communicator on the walkie-talkie.
I am learning.
And she literally, the straight part of the driveway was easy. It was there's a little bit of a bend, and then once we got to the road, I was really concerned about taking out either our mailbox or our neighbor's mailbox.
We weren't even near it.
Not even near it, Patty said. But I wouldn't have known that had she not have just been saying slow, a little to your left.
Well, we kept saying, "I want you to go forward again and straighten your truck," because we just kept watching the back window of the truck, and trying to watch the back end of the trailer and the jack stands and all that stuff, trying to make sure. And you did great.
Yeah, and you did great. And,
I was like, "You got this."
I remember once we got it out into the road, and I pulled forward to get ready to back up.
Take a break.
I got out. I had to have a drink because I was just nervous. I had been dreading getting that thing turned around, and I walked over and gave her a big hug. And said thank you, and then.
I think we did high fives when we got it up the driveway.
Yeah, and then she talked me through backing it in.
You got it right in there.
Yep, and got it right back to the spot where it had been, and so now we're good to go. We're ready to head out to go to Florida. We're pointed in the right direction.
Yes,
so
that's
that was a huge relief. Sleeping much better at night.
So basically, what we learned with this new rig, because it's new, we never had this big of one back here, is that if there's snow on the ground, we're just going to come straight up the driveway and park it like we had next to the cabin, and we can still get the car out. And then once it melts, we'll just take it back down and
turn around,
back up.
So when we get home from Florida, if there's snow, we won't have a choice. We'll have to bring it up. And then the real question is, will the snow go away so that we can get it turned around before our February weekend trip?
And we've already started to think about what alternatives we could do without the rig.
So
because it's always fun to go out in February.
And we know then by March there will be opportunities to get it turned around before spring break, so that won't be an issue. But it's something new. It's a learning experience. And
well, you think, okay, this thing, the trailer, when it's in the truck bed, it's as long as the Lance, but it's a lot heavier. It's wider. It's taller. There's all these other parameters that you don't think about until you're in these kind of situations. So, and I know both of us, we're both a little lenient and hesitant and kind of more like scared because of, just the air conditioner and just different things you hear could happen to rigs. So,
You might be wondering, why are you two all festive? Well, we did something over the weekend.
We went shopping.
We did. So for those of you that don't know, if you are on, I think it's on a computer, there's a join button on YouTube. And we have like 2 tiers, 99 cents, and I think it's $4.99. And really all it gets you for the most part is early access. As soon as I get the videos edited and uploaded, a lot of times it's a few days before it goes live.
Right.
People get to see it. And then on the higher tier, about every 3 to 4 months now, we try to do a Zoom call with anybody who wants to jump on that's in that $4.99 tier, just so we can have
need to do one of those, don't we?
Yeah. And so anyway, but because early on we realized a lot of our members were our friends, we didn't feel right.
No.
And so we said we're going to donate all of our membership money to charity.
Yeah.
And we do it every 6 months, just that way, because we don't make that much from YouTube off of it. And so every 6 months we find somebody to give the money to. And back in the spring, we had done Faith and Support, and a cancer organization down in North Carolina that's near and dear to us. And this time we decided to do Toys for Tots. And as opposed to just writing them a check, we went shopping.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, going out and buying toys for kids and then doing a Toys for Tots.
Originally, we were going to do this last year.
Right.
And right before we were going to go do the shopping, a family locally, their house went up in fire. They lost everything, including their gifts. And so we just made a cash donation to the GoFundMe to try to help them get through the holidays. And so this year I was like, let's do the Toys for Tots. And so we had, I don't remember what the total from the membership was. I want to say it was around $280. We set a budget of $300. And we maybe went a little over budget.
A little bit.
But it was for such a good cause.
It was so much fun. And we picked Target. We thought it wouldn't be as busy as Walmart. We just wanted a place that had lots of toy choices. Because we haven't bought toys in a long time. The youngest nephew is now, 13? And his toys are basically, iPhones and gadgets and games and stuff like that. So we just went out and had some fun. And we tried to do boys and girls and get stocking stuffers and bigger gifts. And I know there was a gift that you wanted to bring home. But
I wanted to bring that Tonka toy home, but no. So if you didn't see our video from Sunday, the whole video is us going out, buying the toys, and then taking them to the drop-off spot. So
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. And so any of you who are members, thank you so much. And we'll be doing another donation, let's see, after sometime in June, because we always do like January to June and then July through December.
Right. And without you guys, we couldn't have had the fun. That was fun.
So it was a good time. I think it's a great cause. And in my head yesterday, I was envisioning a little girl opening one of those Disney dolls, those big Disney dolls. And I hope it puts a real smile on somebody's face. And I also hope for those parents that maybe didn't have the funds this year,
they have something
that
for their kids.
So we're glad to be able to help out. But again, we couldn't do it without our members, and we appreciate that. So
we have to go back for that Gilmore book.
I know Patty really wanted the Gilmore Girl book, so or maybe that'll be in your stocking.
I like Gilmore Girls, so. Yeah, it was fun, and then we just had a good time, and we dropped it off. We were Santa.
Yep.
And I think we did, it's not in the video, but there was a gentleman that saw us bring in all these bags.
Yeah.
And his, like, he kept looking like...
He was like, I know he was. I didn't film him, but his face was like, how many more bags do they have? We literally, that box was about half full.
We filled it
and
over.
it was overflowing when we
were
left.
done. Mm-hmm.
And we luckily did it because it said the cutoff date was December 5th, which
we didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so that's coming Tuesday, and we wouldn't have been able to do it next weekend.
Yeah.
So we got lucky there.
Yeah, so
it was
it
awesome.
was a
It
good
worked
time.
out. Mm-hmm.
So that was our big fun for the weekend was getting the RV turned around and going shopping.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, it was great.
2 weeks left for me. Well, actually, after this week, only next week will be finals week, and then you'll have after this week 2 more weeks, and then we are headed south. So
yes, we're ready.
And we're
going
to bring you along for the ride. So it'll be fun.
These guys are ready. They
have a grooming appointment though before we leave.
Yeah, get them all. It'll be warmer for them.
That's coming up, I think, on the 19th.
Especially this guy. His fur is a lot thicker than his sister. Are you sleepy?
I think they're both sleepy.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
All right, everyone. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, we'll see you.
On down the road. Bye.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.